What would you do if your boss and a jealous coworker teamed up to destroy your career? They lied about me, humiliated me, almost cost me everything, but they didn't expect that I'd come back with proof. I was 24 when I landed my dream job in marketing. I worked late, took extra projects, and soon my efforts were paying off. Senior managers started praising my work. Clients remembered my name. I finally felt like my career was on the right track. But in every workplace, success can make enemies. My boss, Mr. Daniels, had been stuck in the same position for over a decade. Bitter, resentful, watching me get recognition only fueled his frustration. Then there was Claire, my teammate, competitive, insecure, and visibly annoyed every time I was complimented. At first it was small things. Files went missing. Important emails didn't reach me. I was accidentally left out of meetings. I thought it was stress, but I had no idea what storm they were preparing. One Monday morning, HR called me in. Daniels and Claire sat at the table, both wearing smug expressions. HR slid a folder across to me. Inside were emails, all under my name, messages mocking the company, leaking confidential information. I froze. These weren't mine. But Daniel shook his head slowly, like a disappointed parent. "We trusted you," he said. Claire leaned back, smiling faintly, like the verdict was already decided. HR's words felt like a death sentence. "You're suspended pending investigation. Everything I had worked for, gone in seconds." That night, I cried until I couldn't anymore. Then the tears dried, and anger took over. The next day, I went to IT quietly. I begged them to check the source of the emails. Hours later, the results came in. None of them had been sent from my computer. Instead, every single one traced back to Claire's login. I finally had something solid, but I wasn't done. I gathered more. Screenshots of my real work, timestamps on my projects, and even notes from meetings that proved my presence. When some of the fake emails were supposedly sent, the final piece came when I overheard Claire bragging at lunch. "It's so easy to ruin someone when you know their password." I wrote down the date, time, and her exact words. Piece by piece, I built a case stronger than theirs. A week later, HR called me back for their final decision. Daniels and Claire were there, smug as ever. HR started. After careful review, that's when I interrupted. Calmly, I slid my folder across the table. Inside were IT's reports, screenshots, timestamps, and records proving I couldn't have sent the emails. One supposed email from me had been sent at 9:15 a.m. while I was sitting in a staff-wide meeting with HR themselves. The room went silent. HR's face drained of color. Daniel stuttered. Claire froze, her smirk gone. Minutes later, it was over. Claire was fired on the spot. Danielle's, caught covering her tracks, was asked to resign immediately.